All right, hey guys, Ty here. Today we are going over the Yuneec Breeze. What I wanted to do was actually do something fairly comprehensive. So we're gonna show everything it does. We're gonna show the different modes. We're gonna show you exactly how the app works, how you utilize the app, how you control the drone in flight. The drone is small, it's light. All you've gotta do is fold up the legs like yo. You can throw it in the case that it comes with, and you're totally mobile right here. And now this case fits extra props. It comes with a complete set of extra propellers. It comes with a spare battery, so it comes with 2 batteries. Each battery is going to give you about 10 minutes of flight time. It does have an underside sensing system. So this system right here will sense the ground inside of your house, and you got to have some texture, you've got to have a little bit of light in order for that to work. But once it takes off, it can see the pattern, texture, whatever. It's just got to make something out to latch onto. It will hold stable flight indoors, and it will take off to about 3-4 feet initially, and it just sticks there like a little tripod. It works really well. The video I'm about to show with everything else is all outdoor stuff, so I don't really show the indoor flight stuff, but it does work well inside. I really like this drone. I didn't think I would when I first got it, and I kind of opened it up and was like, we'll see. Let's check out everything I've done in the field. We'll see. All right, so we've got the Breeze set up right there, and we're just going to go ahead and take it off in pilot mode. And you just hit pilot mode, take off, slide it, and there we go. And I don't know if you can hear the wind in this mic, but it's pretty windy out. So you'll see it's doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's not super windy, but there's a nice little breeze blowing. I do have a lapel mic with a windscreen on it, so you just, go left, go right. I've got it in kind of a slower mode too, so it's not going to go as fast as it can. You can push it away from us and bring it back, maybe a little bit over, and there we go. And it does a pretty good job holding itself in one spot. It doesn't drift a lot, which is nice. You can see it fighting the wind a little bit here. Now, let's say we want to go back to a different mode. Just hit back on your phone. It'll take you back to this screen. And let's do a quick journey where it flies away from you. Slide this over. This is in the center now. Where I am, you'll see that the circle bit in the middle here should keep me there. So click to camera. Let's bring it as far as it'll go, which is 196 feet. And let's say goodbye. Later, drone. And that's that. And see if we can't track that on the GoPro. It's doing a good job fighting this wind, which has died down a little bit now. You can see it wobbling, trying to fight that wind a little bit. It does have in-camera stabilization, so you record at 4K and it comes out at 1080, and it digitally stabilizes it, and it does a pretty decent job. Pretty easy, man. I mean, this thing's pretty intuitive. And now let's go back and let's do an orbit. Got it. Go to camera and hit record, and we'll do an orbit, and then you'll see it's just gonna orbit around like yo. And it does a decent enough job keeping you kind of centered in the frame. You can raise and tilt the camera up in flight like yo, and then we'll pause it and go ahead and stop that recording. So now we've just made a recording of that. The gimbal, which only goes up and down, is pretty sensitive. All right, anyways, let's go back, and then selfie mode. Got it. And then go to camera, and you can switch between video mode or picture mode. It goes wide angle on the picture up top here, and bam, take a picture, done. And then we can go back, and then if we want to just fly it around like a regular old drone, you can. And the wind is, we got to have a good 10 15-mile-an-hour wind right now, and it's holding pretty damn steady. And then follow me will track the person on the screen. Now it doesn't actually follow that person, it just locks onto them and will continue to face them. You can set it to follow the phone though, so we'll go ahead and select me. Now it's locked on. Now I can walk around and it's going to continue to track me like yo. Does a pretty good job. And then little button up here, click that and it will actually follow me. Now we can move and it's going to try to keep about the same amount of distance away. I've noticed this is not super accurate, but it gets the job done. And you can manually adjust the gimbal up and down like that. So we've gone through follow me, journey, orbit, selfie, and pilot. So those are the 5 modes. And you'll see the image quality is pretty good. I came to this very same park the other day and I made a quick little video of my daughter and I, and it was really after no practice. I went through a total of 3 batteries that last about 10 minutes a pop, and I was able to get a pretty nice little home video that I edited together. So we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and show that right now. Alright, so what I want to test here is I want to test the drone's ability to return home and land exactly where it took off from. So I've put this box there kind of as a point of reference so we can see what it does. So we are going to we'll just go to pilot mode here on the app. We're going to click takeoff. We're going to slide it to take her off. And there we go. And it's a little bit windy, so I will see if that throws it off. And then let's take her up a little ways. We can move back so that we can see this, and let's take her away a little ways. Okay, that's far enough away. Let's mess with its orientation. We'll turn the direction on it, and then we're going to click the return home button. We're going to slide to confirm. Now it's going to raise up in the air, and that you can change the height settings in the settings, how far you want it to go up in the air before it returns home. That's to avoid any obstacles. And then here it comes, and there we go. It's landed, and it's a little bit towards me from where it took off, but that's within a few feet of its original takeoff position. So that works well. So return home automatically. It's a winner. Okay, so you saw everything it does in the field. I mean, it creates a pretty good images. The video quality isn't bad. Image stabilization, while it is digitally stabilized, works pretty well. The thing handles wind like a champ. It got pretty windy out there, and I know you couldn't really see it, but it was actually pretty windy. And it was stable, way more stable than any other small drone I have of this size. We'll see what happens when I get the Mavic. Now, one thing that happened when I was first flying this is I took it out and I got an alarm on my app, and it said calibration needed, land, recalibrate. So I landed it, went through the calibration dance, you know, and then took it off, and the first thing it did, as soon as it got about 3.5 feet up, which is where it takes off to, the thing took off like a bat out of hell, just gone super fast. I'm freaking out. I'm trying to how to figure out on the app how to stop it, control it. I was still new to it. I didn't know how to navigate well, and it was losing altitude as it was going along, and it eventually clipped the ground. I see it way off in the distance, just flies up in the air. I see a big white chunk go flying and I'm thinking, great, it's lost an arm. The thing is toast. And what happened is, well, I don't know what happened technically, why it took off, but the battery came popping out. It went flying. Everything else was fine. One of the props was bent up a little bit. I was able to bend it back, and I think it was this prop. I'm still using the same propeller. I haven't had to bust out a replacement yet. Put the battery back in, and it works fine, and I haven't had that issue since then. So I've never crashed a drone that hard. It was going at full speed, probably 20, 25 miles an hour, and it's fine. Overall, I think this is an awesome drone for like a family setting. You want to take some quick shots at the beach. You want to get shots of your kids' birthday parties, maybe an in-house selfie from kind of up high. I think it's an awesome drone, you know, and it's $450 on Amazon right now. It's a pretty good deal. I like it. I love the case that it comes in. Definitely a huge bonus. You don't have to buy an extra $150 backpack. Throw this in your bag, your back seat, whatever. Super portable. And you know what they say about the gear that you use is the best gear that you've got. And this is gonna be one of those things that you actually use. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, let me know down in the comments below. Please give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.